Shem Angel 29, Rayel. This is the Shem Angel that protects against enemies both visible and invisible. So it's very specific. This Shem Angel protects against enemies visible and invisible, and also governs religious or spiritual yearnings, divine contemplation, meditation. So Shem Angel 29, Rayel. You have two different things. On the one hand, this angel protects, again, against enemies visible and invisible. So let's say you have negative energies, invisible enemies, or visible. This Shem Angel protects against enemies visible and invisible, and once again, also governs religious or higher spiritual yearnings, divine contemplation, and meditation. So there's two different aspects. So let's break this down, y'all. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me today on my Shem Angel video. And we're going to go deeper into this. So, if we look at the earliest sources, we see that Rayel, and by the way, that's Resh, Yod, Yod, Aleph, Lamed, Rayel. Okay. All right. So, Rayel governs from 20 until 25 degrees of Leo. According to the earliest sources, the Psalm verse, and it pretty much just agrees throughout the tradition, the Psalm verse of this angel is in the Masoretic text. Let's say you're using the King James. It's Psalm 54, verse 4. Behold, God is my helper. The Lord is with them that uphold my soul. Again, that's Psalm 54, verse 4. Behold, God is my helper. The Lord is with them that uphold my soul. In the Latin Vulgate, that's Psalm 53, verse 6. Ecce enim Deus adjuvat me, et Dominus susceptor est animae mei. So, the divine attribute, according to Athanasius Kircher's, published in 1654, so from the 1600s, Athanasius Kircher's Oedipus Aegyptiacus, the attribute is Deus expectatio, God the hope. Lenain gives something a little different. Sometimes he's a little creative. But God the hope. Now, according to the office of the angel, according to Lazare Lenain, the office of this angel, it says, it protects, like I said, it protects against all enemies, both visible and invisible. This genius dominates all religious sentiments, divine philosophy, and meditation. The person born under this influence will be distinguished by his or her virtues and zeal to propagate the truth. So when it says those born under his influence, they're talking about the birth angel. Okay? Those born under this influence will be distinguished by his or her virtues and zeal to propagate the truth. He or she will make every effort to destroy impiety by his or her writings and by his or her example. So we're going through all these different sources, De Arte Kabbalistica, Agrippa just gives the name, and then we're going through Athanasius Kircher. We know the divine attribute from the 1600s is God the hope, Deus expectatio, and then the office I just read off, and then the divine cabal. Welcome Manuscript 3203, which is it's a dream magic text where you put the sigil of the angel under your pillow. Now, if you're going to use that full method, you need to first remember your dreams. There's no point, and I've done it. I've had amazing experiences with spirits as I was drifting off, and then I forgot the rest of it. So you have to remember your dreams if you're going to try that method. But what does the divine cabal say? It says, Rayel governs from the 12th of August to the 16th inclusively. The verse from whence is derived his name is the 4th verse of the 53rd Psalm. Behold, God assists me, the Lord is the upholder of my soul. So, Rayel, again, delivers from all enemies, visible and invisible, rules over religious sentiment, divine philosophy, and meditation. So, this angel, very powerful, very useful. So, how do you work with this? Let's say that you have enemies, visible or invisible, any kind of enemies, hidden enemies. You don't even have to know who they are. You just know someone is up against you. Call upon Rayel. Or, let's say that, there's some type of spiritual quest that you have, or religious sentiment, or spiritual yearning, or divine contemplation, maybe even hidden mysteries. So I encourage people to find something that fits what you need, something close to your heart within the office of the angel, and call upon the angel. So Rayel, today I'm kind of pressed for time, but we're going to do a quick prayer method. Again, there are 3 main ways of working with the Shem angel. One is through magic, full on, looking in a scrying stone, all of that, or sigil scrying. There are more modern magical methods, like there's the astral projection, things like that, more modern magic type of way. Second of all, there's the contemplative approach. They're looking at the symbols, contemplating the divine attributes, maybe getting some beads out and a prayer and reciting so many times the name of God or whatever. So there's different ways to work with this. And then there's the prayer method. Okay, so I really want people to try more elaborate methods. I don't want people to feel like this is a replacement, because ultimately this is mine, and this is as an individual, this is your personal relationship with the angel. So I really want people to, try out these. So don't look at the prayer in the video. That should be the bare minimum. If you're watching the video, at least do the prayer with me, but don't let that be it. Go a little deeper. Go do a sigil scrying. Go do light a candle at your altar. Call upon the angel. Whatever works for you. Okay. So Rayel, we're gonna do just a quick prayer, and then I've got to cut it short today. So I like to say the name 12 times. That's just how I like to do it. So if you'd like to say the name with me, Rayel. Say the name with me, y'all. If you're going to call on this angel with me, whether you're live or watching later, call the name with me, Rayel. Put the intention into calling and grabbing his or her attention. Rayel. 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 Say the name with me, y'all. Rayel. 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 We call upon you. And the psalm verse traditionally goes with the call. Rayel. So I'm going to say the psalm verse. Behold, God is my helper. The Lord is with them that uphold my soul. Ecce anim Deus adiuat me, et Dominus susceptor est animae mei. I just like to say the psalm verse in Latin. So if you feel a presence, now, I encourage you, the viewer, to ask for one thing close to your heart. Ask for something within the office. Don't get greedy. Ask for one thing. Whatever's closest to your heart. One thing. Do you need protection from enemies? Do you know anyone that needs protection from enemies? Is there something with divine contemplation? Something that you're trying to maybe figure out spiritually? So now's the time. I'm going to do so silently. I like to cover my mouth because this is real to me. I am a practitioner. I'm not an armchair magician. So I cover my mouth for privacy, but I'm doing it with y'all. All right. So I encourage y'all to pray to the angel with me. So let's take a moment, ask for something within the office. So ask for something close to your heart within the office. He does hear you. Speak your request now. And now let's just take a moment to just listen. Just take a moment to kind of listen for whatever you may receive from the angel. So let's just take a moment to just silence our mind and just kind of quiet our minds a little bit and listen. You may receive an impression or a thought or an idea. And also, I encourage y'all to watch your dreams during this time. Watch for synchronicities. So, not just in the moment, but the days following, kind of listen out, okay? You may be getting little promptings, little messages. Just listen out, okay? Listen for the voice of the angel. All right, which doesn't necessarily speak with words. It could speak through events and people and all kinds of things, synchronicities. I'm getting really excited here because this stuff is real. And you're going to see how real this is when your life starts turning around. I see it all the time. People that have worked with magic for decades, you know, myself included. I've been doing magic for 30 years. I started it. I did my first, we're all surprised by how powerful this is. So I'm excited for y'all. Work with this angel. I have to cut it short today. Rayel, I ask that you grant your blessings upon this earth. Grant us protection from our enemies, and grant us divine contemplation. And we ask that you peacefully depart. Goodbye and farewell. All right, y'all. So that's just a quick video on Rayel. I really want y'all to work with this angel. Ask for something closest to your heart. One thing, not a bunch of things. I encourage what is closest and most important to you. And then yep, watch what comes up, okay, after this. So that is it for today, and I will see y'all in the next video. And I hope that all of y'all have a wonderful day. See y'all in the next video, y'all.